Hi Conley Clan family! Today we are going to do a house tour. We have done so many Airbnb house tours, but we have not done our own. I had a viewer request it, and so today we are going to do a house tour of our house in Omaha. We have a family of, well, let's see, we have 15 of us. So today you're going to see what the inside of our house looks like. If you are new to our channel, we have Sean and I. We have a total of 13 children, 11 live with us, and then Sean's brother also lives with us. We have 2 kids that do not live with us. One is off at college and one is in the Navy, and he is in Spain. So today we are going to give you a tour of the inside of our house. Keep in mind that we bought this house knowing that it needed to be completely remodeled, and so we have been doing a little bit at a time. We have been in the house for it's been just a smidge over 2 years, and so I feel like we've done a lot in that time, but there is a lot that hasn't been done. So as I give you the house tour, keep in mind, like, we have not even touched the upstairs yet, so the entire upstairs still needs to be redone. We have put bedrooms in the basement, but we've only gotten that project just started, and so there's a lot that still needs to be done. So as we walk through our house tour, make sure you keep that in mind, but I'm excited to show you our house. All right, we're going to start at the front door with this house tour today. This is our front porch area that I am standing off of right now. And let's go inside and take a peek. We've got the 2 dogs that immediately greet you. This is our entryway when you walk in. And if you can believe it, it used to be just this tiny little hallway here, but we expanded it here, and Sean made this table. It is not 100% complete, but I do love it out of that chunky wood. This is our entryway here. We've got the beams. So we live in a tri-level, and so we got one set of stairs here going up to our like level 1B. There's the front door. Sean made this little cutout here because he loves contemporary, and I think it is so cool. And we have our entryway bench. This opens here, and we have a place to hang up like the adult coats, and you see Christian's diaper bag up there. And then this area up here for hats and gloves and masks. And those upper ones, I have not bought anything for those. We're thinking we're going to go with round baskets up there, but that will give me some more storage to put things. I do have things in this storage area down here. But let me do one last spin here, and I'll show you our entryway. So this door right here that is in this hallway that comes in is to our basement. So we walk this way, and then again, here's another set of stairs that go up into our kitchen. But we are going to turn left. You see our back doors back here that go back to our covered porch out back. And this room here, this is what I refer to as our family room. It's more of a family room, I think, than a living room. So we've got the table down there for the kids to eat. So kind of a dining room too, I guess. But it does have the fireplace, and it has the TV here. The kids like to sit at the table and color and do Legos. and all kinds of fun things. They sit at the couch here to watch TV. That does actually fold down. I love those new futons. We have our buffet, our backpack area, and then over here up into the kitchen. So over here is our backpack area, and we have the built-in benches, which I love, and then each kid, believe it or not, has their own hook here, and then this door here goes out into our garage. So there's our backpack area. And then over here, we have an extra bench that sits here. We used to use that for the table that Sean made. Now it just serves as a little extra seating. Brianna has been keeping some of her stuff over here. But let me show you back here. So this over here is the hallway that I came out of. And this is our family room. And then this door right here, and I apologize if this is not super clean, it is my laundry room. We are currently working on it. We just expanded it because it used to be just a tiny little hallway here and over here. And so it's like 3 times the size now. I've got extra cupboards in there that I love. There's our washer and dryer. There is our old cabinets that were here when we moved in. And we do use those, and we actually use all these now. I've got a second dryer. We haven't used that. It's not plugged in. I'm debating on whether or not it's just taking up space or if I actually want to use that. And then we got a little cubby back here. Eventually, we're talking about making a shower here, closing off this wall, and then having this be a door into a full bathroom where there's a shower, a sink, a toilet, because this door right here goes into one of our bathrooms. This door right here goes into Sean's brother's space. He lives with us, and so that is the door to his bedroom. Then over here, so this is where I came from, and then over here is our bathroom. This is the only bathroom we have right now on our main level. Let's see if I can get the light. And we did redo this one. Hi! So here, I love how this is decorated. I love the wood wall, the mirror. I just love everything about this bathroom. It's really small. So we've got this little shelf here with some kids' books on it when they come in. But even though it's small, and like I said, we were talking about knocking out half of this wall so you could walk through and then go into an area with a shower. That is further down the road. We're not doing that right now, but this is this new updated bathroom off our laundry room. You come out of the laundry room. I'm going to go back in our family room area, and we're going to go up these stairs here. We'll come in from this side. This is our kitchen. You know, these gates Sean built, eventually they'll be taken back out. That was just for Christian. It's come in handy with the dogs. But we have, Miss Zoe there. Hi, Zoe. So here's where I just came from. And we've got these pantry cupboards here. Sean installed this. It's actually like plexiglass over there, but I think it's so neat. We were talking about putting a door along here to close this area off if we ever had company and wanted to separate it. I don't know if we'll do that or not, but that was just a thought. We have our fire and ice wall here and the TV area there with it's a 3-sided fireplace. I love that too in the winter. We have the shelving and our computer over there, fridge. We've got a little area over here. I've got some things sitting here that I need to glue. And so those aren't normally there, but it's just to remind me to fix those. I've got our mixer and our stove and all of our kitchen utensils. There's our eggs. We just got back from vacation, like I said, and so these eggs are sitting here waiting for us, which is nice. We don't have to buy eggs at the store anymore. Farmhouse Sink. I love my Farmhouse Sink. Sometimes I feel like it's a little short and water kind of goes everywhere, but I love the way they look, and I really do think that they're pretty functional. Our Keurig for those mornings when we definitely need our coffee. And then our kitchen island. It is like a 10 foot, 11 foot island. So it's huge and it works so well when you have this many kids because they can all sit right along here. And then there's even seating over down by where the fridge is too. So this is our kitchen. Oh, one last thought about the kitchen. This shelving thing that Sean built with the plants on it, I think is so cool too. We kind of love mixing rustic and contemporary with industrial. And so we kind of always put those three things in our designs. So you can see the bars right here, that's like the industrial bars. And then the wood for the rustic. And then this whole thing to me is very contemporary. And so we always seem to mix those three elements in everything that we do. Now, over here, we have two different ways I can go into our living room area, there and over there. So this fireplace is kind of in the middle. And so there's Zoe's bed, there's where she lays. Our chair, and we are planning on getting new furniture. We haven't yet. We have like, I don't know if you've seen our videos, like this couch is ripped, and that's because Jade got mad one day and stuck her fingernails in it. And so that has been like that. Sometimes the kids are so hard on our stuff that we're reluctant to get new furniture, but we really do need it. So we're talking about that. But here is another chair. There's our stairs to go upstairs. So far we've only done 3 wood ones. We're contemplating if we want to go wood all the way or if we want to go ahead and just recarpet those. So we haven't decided that yet. There's Sean's wood wall that he built and our fireplace and TV on this side. And yes, I had somebody ask me one time, is this real wood? And it is real wood. It is not wallpaper. So, and then back where I came from. Now this over here is to go back down into my entryway here. And again, we have it gated for Christian and the dogs. And so then this is back down to our entry. We are planning on replacing this front door at some point. We've got a lot of things still that we really want to do. We just kind of decide what's most important and then do that first. So that wood wall, or sorry, that wood door right there is going to be either black, or we talked about doing like a stained old world oak door. We have lots of ideas, but why don't we go ahead and go up the stairs next? Up here we do have a couple closets. We have one there and we have one over here to keep all of our bathroom stuff and hygiene and all that stuff. But over here, this right here, whose room is this?
Mine and Charlie's.
Isabella and Charlie's. So this room, which is yours and Charlie's, used to be Judy's room when she was a little girl, and she grew up here and she watches our channel and she goes by either Judy or Aunt Juju. Can you tell her hi?
Hi.
I bet your room hasn't changed much since she lived here. So let's take a look. So there's the closet. There's her poofy chair and her kitchen set. And then we have Isabella and Charlie that sleep in here. And then the windows, and there's their dresser and all their stuffed animals. You guys sure have a lot of stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is actually Lily's dollhouse right here. You got another little kitchen set. You guys have a lot of toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a pink bed too.
Yeah.
But we're thinking about painting all the bedrooms gray and then letting each kid pick their accent color. What color would you pick for an accent? What would you want to use? Pink, purple, blue?
Pink.
You'd like pink?
Yeah.
Is pink your favorite, or I thought purple was your favorite?
Both.
Both? So maybe we do pink and purple?
When I was little, my favorite color was purple. Then I changed my favorite color to pink.
Oh, now it's pink?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have to do gray and pink.
Yeah.
Next, let's see whose room this is.
Da.
Hello, knock knock. Who's in here?
Da.
Christian, is that you?
Can you get Christian out? So
Christian's ready to get out of his crib right now, isn't he? Okay, so whose room is this?
Mine. And I'm ready to eat mine.
You want some lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have lunch in a little bit here. So, there's Christian in his crib. And then we've got their cubbies over here.
Yeah, where I can keep my stuff locked.
You're right. And there's your dresser and your TV.
Yes,
And your closet. Your closet doors fell off when we first moved in. And this was the girls' room. Uh-oh. Did you bonk yourself? So there's the closet and a little built-in desk. And then Gavin.
Stuck to the ground.
It is. That's why they call it built-in. It's built in. And then there's Gavin's bed next to Christian's.
Yeah, so
Christian likes to jump on his bed.
oh, here's that.
And then he just bonked his chin, didn't you? He's a super sensory kid. So bounce, 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 bounce. Do you love to bounce, Christian? Oh. Okay, one more kid bedroom up here. And who is it? Jonathan, is it you?
Yes, it is.
And you're lucky you have your own room. Do you have your own bedroom?
Yes.
Yeah, now, you do have a bunk bed, but sometimes who stays here? Do we have respite kids stay?
Yes.
A lot of times there will always be a boy, and so they seem to always be about your age, and so they usually sleep in the bed above yours when there's somebody here. Otherwise, you get the room to yourself. So then he's got his little desk over here in the corner. He's got all of his Lego stuff here and some Dogman books back there. But you have made a lot of Lego creations. You have your wolf picture. I like this picture. And your closet. And kind of like Gavin's room, one of your closet doors fell off right after we moved in. But this bedroom has always been yours. It used to be yours and Gavin's. And now it's just yours.
Yeah, and that's not all the Legos, Mom.
You're right. You've got more Legos over here. And stuff over here too. Goodness sakes, you got a lot of Lego creations. You love Legos.
Yeah, I'm not even halfway done. There's the totes.
Oh yeah, we have totes full of Legos. And then your dressers. And that is it for your room pretty much. Thanks for the room tour, John.
You're welcome, Mom.
And then last but not least is the master. So you open up the door and you immediately see the suitcase that I have semi-unpacked, but I've left some things in there because we know we're going back. And so things I cannot wear here during the things I can't wear here during the winter, I can wear there. So I've left some things in there. And so that is to pack for our next trip to Texas. Here is the master bedroom. So, like I said, we have not redone the upstairs at all. So, a lot of this is just the way that it was when we moved in. And so, we just haven't managed to make it up here. Right here is a picture that Emma made me, which I thought was really cool. But here's our printer station. So, we back up. This is the first thing you see like this when you walk in. The printer station here, and then the dog kennels, which take up a lot of our room, and we really have nowhere else to put them because they're so big. They take up so much space. And so they're really kind of inconvenient to have in the living room. And so we just stick them in here so they're kind of out of the way. And then we have our armoire that's actually my craft cupboard. So I've got a lot of crafting stuff in there. And then our dresser, our picture of the ocean, our bed. So in our last house that we had, Sean made this really cool bed. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. It was all wood, and he made like the headboard and all that. And it was so neat. And when we moved, or we thought we were moving to Texas then, we sold all the components to make up that bed. And I really wanted him to make it again, but he just hadn't gotten around to it yet. And so I'm hoping we can get one of those for our master bed. But you know what I'm really thinking? This is a queen. And every time we go to an Airbnb, we have a king. And I think we're going to upgrade to a king because they are so much roomier. We have just a little table there, our TV. This is Sean's closet. We have Christian's little motorcycle here he got for Christmas. There's the door I came in. There's a closet right here. It's just like a little mini closet. We have a lot of our coats and stuff in there. And over here is the bathroom. So this is kind of like I don't know, reminds me of a hotel style, I guess, where they have the toilet in one room and then the sink in the other area, so that way you can be at the sink and not be bothering somebody in the bathroom. And so this right here is my closet. And then there are the mirrors, and so much reminds me of the 70s, I guess. The house was built in the 70s, so I'm assuming that's what those are from. And the vanity, we have not replaced this one yet either. And then there's a little makeup area here that you can sit at, which is kind of cool. And then we have like this half little pony wall there. And then this is the bathroom. And not much in here, just the toilet and the shower. And again, we haven't done any remodeling in here, so it is just what came with the house, except for, I will say, Sean did replace the toilet, so that is new. Now, this is not a bedroom, but it is a bathroom, and it is our upstairs main bathroom. This is the one the kids use. We are working on this. This is another work in progress. Sean just put up the light fixture here, or light fixtures. I really like those. He just did the recessed lighting in here, which is here, and I don't know why that's not on, but over there too. We have the shower curtain that we just purchased, and this. We put up plastic right now so the walls don't get wet because they're half tiled. This was not a shower, if you can believe it. It was just a bathtub. And we really, really needed a second shower. The kids for the last 2 years have been showering in the master bedroom. So he put up plastic. We are going to either do, what's that stuff called? Like a Dura-Wall or something like that. Or maybe we'll tile. I'm not 100% sure yet. But he wanted to get this functional and working, so we had a second shower. But we are going to finish that off and tile that. So he is working on that as well. This also, the vanity, has been here since we moved in, and it is falling apart. The drawers don't work. Nothing works on it. It was probably the first thing we should have replaced, and 2 years later, it's still here. So this is a little throwback to the house and when it was built. But that is definitely getting replaced. And then this large mirror here for the kids to brush their teeth, hopefully well. And then in here, the wallpaper has been all removed. They did that before we moved in. They took all the wallpaper off, and so it just needs fixed up. The walls need fixed up and painted. And then obviously the flooring needs done. That is also a throwback to when the house was built. So we put in a new toilet. Definitely still a lot of things that need to be fixed up in here. But we are working on that. And that shouldn't take too long. And we should have another nice new bathroom like we do downstairs. And the kids downstairs. We do have our little nifty slide here. This actually comes in 3 pieces, and it goes all the way up the stairs, and the kids love riding on it. It seems a little dangerous, but they have a lot of fun. Now, they did just one here because Christian was going up and down it. This is Jade's room. It's probably kind of messy. She's probably the messiest kid in our whole house. I have a really hard time keeping her organized. She's got terrible ADHD, and so it's really hard for her. But we are working on a place for everything and everything in its place because I think that's going to be helpful for her to find things. But she's got some bookshelves. Now, keep in mind, the basement is a work in progress. We hurried up and threw up bedrooms because we thought we were going to take in a group of siblings, a group of 5 siblings, and so we wanted them to have bedrooms. And that ended up not working out. We did not get approved by the state because we already are over our number limit, and so we did not get to take them. So we just moved kids around and put our kids now in these bedrooms. So there's Jade's dresser and her little backpack purse that she loves and carries everywhere. And you can see that the walls are drywalled, but they are not finished. So let me tell you what this room's going to look like. We're thinking about building a wall here and doing a built-in cubby bed. Jade likes cozy, she likes tents. It really helps with her sensory needs. And so we were talking about doing a built-in bed here, and then putting closet doors here, and then that would be her closet back there. And then she would have all this space here then as a bedroom. She's got her TV up there. So that is our thought in here, or our plan right now. Next, whose room is this?
Mine and Lily.
Rosie and Lily. Okay, so here's their bed. It's kind of like built into this little cubby area here. And over here, this is where our water comes in. So this definitely needs a door on it. We have not finished putting the door on yet. And we're going to put a door here to cover this. And I thought even we could probably put a moving TV, so that way it covers that. And then they have a TV. A large screen TV. Would you guys like a large screen TV?
Yeah, a moving TV.
Yeah, so you could move it. We could open that box if we needed to.
Hey, Mom.
That'd be cool.
What if one of us had one of the TVs and each one of us could get our own TV, me and Rosie?
You're right. You could use headphones and each listen to your own TV. Okay, so there's your guys' little nightstand and TV. And then here's your closet. And you guys have all of your stuff in here. So you guys don't really have a dresser. You guys have your closet and then your cubbies, and all your clothes are in your cubbies. And we got your shoes down there. So, again, this room is a work in progress because we haven't finished with the basement yet. We just wanted to make sure we had the bedrooms. And now we're slowly going back and finishing things. And then here is Emma and Elena's room. There's their bed. They've got a little desk over here.
My desk is
cute little desk. Oh, Elena keeps her desk stuff here, which is kind of like their little dresser. They have a huge TV that needs to get hung on the wall, but it hasn't yet, has it?
No.
There's probably where the TV will go up here, but we'll see. I kind of thought about getting you guys a smaller, like a shorter dresser, but the whole basement's a work in progress, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then your guys' closet over here, and it's not too bad, actually.
But it's still a mess.
You guys have your clothes, and your dirty clothes, and your shoes, but not too bad. Your room looks pretty clean, but we did just get back from vacation, so maybe that's why it's still clean.
I have way more shoes than anybody in the house.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on our house tour with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see where we started at with our house, so you can compare it to today's house tour, I will link our house update video at the end of this one. Bye, guys.